Hey guys, welcome to Data Science tutorial, and today I will talk about how you can basically use some of the other functions to generate the data or generate the NumPy arrays into Python. So we have used earlier a range function to generate the NumPy array, and as you can see over here, like this function, it is generating the size of a 10 array. Which is starting from 1 going up till 91, because we have specified the start, the stop, and the step, the interval basically, or alternatively that you can say. So now I will use another function which is a Linspace function, which creates evenly spaced arrays. So let's start with this 10, again 100, and the number of elements that we want, and let's press enter. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Well, then you may think that, okay, if that is the case, then what is the difference between Range and Linspace? So here, let's understand the difference. Instead of 10, let's say I want 12 elements. That's basically the difference. Here you are not indicating the step or the interval like this. Here you are indicating how many elements you want. Earlier we wanted 10, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's go ahead and execute that. And now if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And those are evenly spaced. And it basically identifies, the Linspace function basically identifies based on how many elements you want, it will going to evenly space that array. So that is basically the useful functionality and the main difference between the Range and the Linspace. So that's about Linspace. You can know more about it by pressing, first of all, coming here in the function and pressing Shift Tab Tab. And it will ask start, stop, and num is equals to 50, endpoint is equals to true, ret step. So yeah, I think that's pretty nice thing, you know. I just see. So what it is doing is basically saying that whether you want to return step, you want to return a step. So basically the difference, the interval that it is using between 10 to 18.18. So what I can do is I will just say step is equals to true. And if you see, this is now one array over here, and after that you have a comma, and the second element is 8.18. so that's basically the interval. Here we had used in a range 10 as interval, but now it has identified 8.181818 is basically the interval should be there to return 12 numbers. So that's how you can get to know. Let's say if somebody is asking, okay, if that's good that these are evenly spaced, but what is the return, what is the step that you are using, or what is the interval that you are using? So in that case you will use ret step true. So you can look at other properties, dtype and others, and down there it has given you the explanations also. But that's basically about the Linspace. The next thing I have for you is the np.zeros to basically create the array of zeros. So let's say I want 5 zeros. Here I'll get it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that is a scenario or some sort of a situation that you are running in. Another thing is opposite to this is np.ones, and let's say I want 5, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last thing I will just tell you is about the data types. So as you can see, by default it is returning the float, but let's say you want to change the data type. So I'll press comma and press Shift Tab Tab, and here you have custom D type is basically mentioned over here, but here in the Linspace I have seen the D type. Yeah, it was not present there, but we can always change that by specifying the parameter. So I'll just go ahead and see if I can do it over here. D type is equals to int 64, and now I have the integer data types, and d type is basically saying int 64. So that's about how you can change the data type in this case. I mean, in the case of Linspace, but as I mentioned, you can even use it, the d type, I believe you can use it. Let me just go ahead and see it. 64. Yeah, you can use it, right? So that way you can get the, and you have a lot of different data types. You can just do a Google search on Numpy array data types and you will get an entire list. So that's pretty much about it, about these functions and data types, and I'll meet you in the new video with a new topic.